First of all,
There
if
we
you
go.
read my review,
There
I
we
said
go.
the script was bad and the edits were bad, but that's not going to outshine what I believe is a great performance
He
by
said that?
Jafar, a great performance by Coleman
He didn't say
Domingo.
that. That's
You
what
didn't say. That's the first time I heard you this
He
whole
didn't- he
video.
didn't- he
We've
didn't
been
say-
recording for fucking 2 hours.
I didn't say that. I said it to John back with the nuances.
Oh, you
No,
did?
no,
said
that
it
was
said
a-
the
John
script was
Baptist.
bad?
No,
Wait,
you were talking about Joe
You know what?
Jackson.
I'll be the
You're not gonna
fanboy, my
lie
nigga.
here.
I'm a fanboy, and the fanboy can say A minus.
fine,
Fuck
man.
you niggas.
It's the only QG with a place to be. And finally, we doing a Michael review. I'm with, of course, I couldn't do this without Discord. I couldn't. I waited days for y'all to watch the movie. And now we here. Evol is here.
You.
John Bapp.
Bibbidi bap. Yes.
ATB.
The Almighty of the Almighties.
Quez.
Crash out. Yes, Sirski.
You need to stop that. Trico.
What up? The Tricknology is here.
He just joined right in time too. And then we got Imperator, and then we got some people listening. We're gonna see if they say something or talk on it. But this is a recording for people that's joining. All right. So I watched this movie, and when I tell you, first I went to go see the movie with my niece, my godmom, and my grandma. And when I went to go see it, I invited them because it's Mother's Day coming up, so I think that would have been a good thing to do, and it was good. It was they enjoyed it. They really enjoyed it. I almost made them tear up. This movie did a great job at showing the side of Michael Jackson that no one really thinks about. If you think about it, like, we know the celebrity side, right? But this showed the side of him not having a childhood, which I went to say that first. They did a great job at doing that. Little shots of him, looking outside the window, seeing the kids play, talking to his mom in little scenes, saying like, I'm not a normal kid, and those type of things you don't really think about. And I say that because that's one of the bright stories in this movie that is slowly built up, because the animals that the fucking animals in this fucking movie. Let me tell you something, bro. I loved it. Coming into this Michael movie, I didn't think about like, all right, they're gonna have animals everywhere. But then when you see him, you're like, oh yeah, this motherfucker did buy every fucking animal. So that was really good to see. And Bubbles, we gonna talk about Bubbles, but that was good. But yeah, get back to the point. This movie did a good job at showing why Michael is Michael. We got a Charlie Chapman, little hint in there. We got a little Charlie Chaplin hint in there. That he was a big fan of. We got he was watching James Brown on TV. It's little things in this movie that they throw in there to show you like, all right, this who he was inspired by. This who he was inspired by. So they don't just tell you like Michael was Michael. Nah, he was inspired by people. So that's what I really liked about this movie.
See it though, like in his performances.
Yeah. Hold on.
Yes.
Yep, exactly. So I'm just doing it from this screen for now because that screen ain't picking y'all up. But that was a real big surprise to me. So that's what I want to start with. Now we got a lot of discourse about this movie. Obviously, IDMB said fuck this movie. Rotten Tomatoes said fuck this movie. A lot of fans out there said fuck this movie. So I saw it knowing that going in, like a lot of fans was just fucking rotten on this fucking movie. But saying that, we're gonna get the opinions of y'all real quick, because we're gonna go down this movie list and we're gonna go down how the movie was beginning to end. We're gonna dive deep into this. This not gonna be no normal Michael review. We're gonna dive deep into this movie. I got notes here. Yeah, QG got notes. We going serious with this one. So first, who would like to start? John Bapp, since you unmuted. John Bapp, tell me your original thoughts of the movie.
All right, so I saw this movie yesterday with my sister. So before we even got up, she said, "All right, stop." She said, "What are your immediate thoughts and reactions to this movie?" She kind of put me on the spot immediately. So I was still kind of high, you know what I mean, from watching, MJ played out on the screen or whatever. So I said I gave it a B plus. She said, "How come you didn't give it an A?" And I didn't really have the words for it. Like, I didn't know why it wasn't an A. But while I was working, I said, okay, I think the ensemble cast is kind of weak. Like, I think Jafar did great. I think Miles Teller was competent, but I don't feel like there were enough good actors as a part of the ensemble cast. I felt like his brothers were just irreplaceable. I didn't know which brother I was looking at unless they said their names. Like, when you just see the brothers like lined up or just see them outside playing, I'm like, who was that supposed to be? Because there's no distinct actor sort of portraying each brother. Does that make sense?
I disagree, but we can keep going. You keep going.
Right. So I feel like the ensemble cast wasn't strong enough to give it an A, but I feel like Jafar Jackson really carried this movie, and I'm still kind of high off the movie, to be honest with you, because I saw Michael, I saw these events play out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So growing up in the 80s, you kind of live under the shadow of Michael's influence. So, like, people say, "Oh, well, you're not really a fan." I said, well, I lived in the shadow of Michael's celebrity.
Yes.
So I did better than be a fan. I actually lived it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's true. You say Michael was the favorite character. We're gonna get into that because I know what my favorite character was in this. Who else unmuted? Quez, since you're unmuted, we're gonna go next. Quez, how you feel? Original thoughts of the movie?
My mother. Is my mic good? Can you hear me?
You good? You're perfect.
you sound good.
I took my mother for her birthday. I got some knowledge of MJ. I'm a big MJ fan, but I was worried about three things. One, the acting. Two, the makeup. And three, I would probably say the script. I got two out of those three things right. The acting is phenomenal in this movie. Jafar, I call this human possession, because there are certain scenes in this movie where you see him and you can't believe it, Qui-Gon, if that makes sense. Like the mannerisms, the way he speaks, the way he walks, the way he talks. Like, this was as perfect as you could get on screen. If that makes sense.
Human possession.
And,
Gotcha.
That makes perfect sense.
And believe it or not, the second strongest acting performance, Coleman Domingo. I believe that Coleman Domingo's acting in this inspired the script, because the script is bad.
Coleman Domingo. That's who that is?
Joe Jackson.
That is Ali
Joe
from
Jackson. Okay, gotcha.
Joe Jackson.
Quez with me. You were me. Yeah.
Joe brought something very He brought something very simplistic. It was very nuanced, but because it was simplistic and very nuanced, I don't think people took it or understood what he was going for with it. But in terms of how he executed in this movie, hands down, second to none. It's a solid, great movie.
Okay.
I gotta disagree with that, Chris.
Not right now. We're gonna get into that. ATB, we're gonna go to you. And that's gonna be the last one. Just want a couple thoughts, and then we're gonna get into it. ATB, how do you feel about it?
Suck ass nigga.
Huh, MP, yeah. You was muted, nigga.
Nah, yeah. Let me start off by saying I appreciate them putting the effort to bring us a Michael bio.
Mm-hmm.
I watched it on Wednesday for early access. I felt like as a fan of music, it was like I needed to watch it. And that Wednesday, I just couldn't wait. This is my first time seeing any movie early access. I think I understand what they was going through behind the scenes of why certain things wasn't in here or certain people wasn't in the movie. Outside of that, they could have made a better film for Michael, in my opinion. No, mind you, the music was fantastic. Jafar, I had no hope he was going to be anywhere close to being Michael. He blew it out the water for me. I'm like, oh, this fool, he for sure Michael. He Michael for real. He Michael. But the transitions in the movie, it was just sloppy. It felt like they had to redo this a few times just to satisfy others throughout whatever is going on with Michael and his family and whatever is going on. It was, I wish I would have got more for the Jackson 5 than I did. I understand why I didn't, but expecting us to watch another movie to get clarification of what's going on for this movie is kind of crazy.
Gotcha.
And overall, I gave it a C. Overall,
there you go. I ain't say give you grade, but that's ATP grade. All right, so let's talk about the elephant in the room here.
Evo and MP are unmuted.
Yeah.
You could.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room.
To determine what side I pick.
First, I want to see the reasoning on why MP and Evolve, their opinions of this movie, because y'all don't know. The viewer don't know their opinions. But I want to know the reasoning, because I know their opinions. I want to know the reasoning. MP, go ahead. And then Evolve, or y'all can do it together. Whatever y'all want to do.
Yeah, no problem. You want to know my personal why I feel the way I feel towards the film?
Yes.
Without them technically know. Okay, perfectly simple. I mean, I'm not going to soliloquy it. I'm going to try to keep it as short as possible. Try to keep it short and sweet. So it comes with, watching the film, MP, how can you like so much things and then say at the end of the day it's not that great, right? It depends on how much I value the things I do like and how much I value the things that I don't like, and that was not in the film. And that's why the grade drops for me personally. That's why the film drops, the quality drops. I think the biggest problem is the runtime. The movie's too short. The script. Hand in hand. Whoever wrote the screenplay is terrible. The adaptation to the script put on screen was really bad. I mean, in terms of pacing, narrative, drama, suspense, everything you want out of a movie, I couldn't fully personally get into it. I think a lot of people, they're high on the movie. It's Michael Jackson. I get it.
Yeah.
But let the dust settle for a few weeks. I'm willing to wager people's opinions will change. I don't think this movie will necessarily age well either. So I think my main thing is character development in the film wasn't as prominent, and the short run time. Those are like probably my two heavy hitters why I view the movie the way I do without going too much into it.
Okay.
Wait, this is a spoiler review, right?
This is a spoiler review. You can
spoil. Just keep it. This is gonna be a long video. So
you can spoil.
we're gonna break it. We're breaking all that.
Yeah, I want to keep it to 40 minutes. I'm gonna stop it when we at the time limit. We're gonna see. I'm gonna try.
Yeah, this is Michael we talking.
Evolve. Go ahead.
For me, I was more in the conflicted mindset because, of course, it's Michael Jackson. I wanted it to do good. I wanted it to be the best. But unfortunately, I did come out disappointed. Not as disappointed as a lot of others because I had to stop myself from doing so. To me, I feel like this was a actual C movie. Even though I gave it a B minus, this is a C film. Performance is great. Jafar did great. Coleman did great with what they have, and Jafar is number one of any Michael Jackson impersonator, actor, whatever. He's number one. Now, I'm in agreement with MP with the screenplay and the script of this film. The editing was bad. It seemed like these were like cliff notes of Michael. And granted, I'm not too upset over the Jackson 5 because the film is called Michael. We're focusing on Michael, and of course, this will probably get brought up later. The American Dream. I can't do that comparison because American Dream is more focused on the family of the Jacksons than necessarily Michael alone. So I'm not getting on that aspect. But to focus on Michael getting out from under his father, Joe did good with what he got, but his portrayal of Joe is not necessarily, I would say, accurate due to the amount of information and interviews and stuff out there on who Joe Jackson was. Yes, they tried to convey the kind of like dictator mindset. I made this, you gonna do what I tell you and all that. Yes, but I didn't, believe it because of it's like disbanding belief of what I know and just going off what it's giving me. Also, I can nitpick on the different versions of songs used, the inaccuracies on certain eras or certain moments, things not existing at this time yet. But hey, that's nitpicking. So we can get into it. But that's where my mind was with this film.
All right. So now the seatbelts are loose. Now let's drive and go crazy. I love Joe character. I thought Joe character was, to me, my favorite character in this movie.
Really?
Yeah. I thought he portrayed, I feel like he was the best actor in the movie. Because when he came in the room,
I told you you're the best actor.
He came in the room, he dominated it. He on that big screen, he dominated to me. And one of the reasons why is because if you notice what Joe was saying throughout the movie, I get he was like mean, give whoopings, because that's what he did. He did that. A lot of parents did that. But at the beginning of the movie, when they panned in, which is a good shot of showing Indiana Gary, which it has some good direction in this movie, I think.
Home of the Bears.
Yeah, the Home of the Bears. Yeah, but it had a good shot. It was like snowy. I liked how it looked. And it panned in into their small little house. And when Joe told them, like, y'all know how hard I'm working. Do y'all want to work at a steel place like me? And y'all are some black boys from Indiana. And back then, that was the 60s. Like that, that wasn't no game. Like I understood. I understood what Joe was saying, because Joe wasn't technically wrong in what he was doing and saying. Because for back then, it was hard. It was hard times. So,
but Qui-Gon,
Or a PM.
They told us instead of showing us in a movie though. So
Yes.
that's why it's like that's how you would get more meat out of the story if you actually see it instead of him just throwing in one line throughout the movie.
I got an
That's the
opinion
only
about
time he
that.
referenced it.
Okay, I got an opinion about that. So, to that opinion, right? They in a 2-hour movie. I think it reached about 2 hours. In a 2-hour movie, a little bit less, maybe minutes. You did 30 minutes. The Jackson 5. I thought they was gonna do less. They did 30 minutes. They did a full 30 minutes of the Jackson 5, but they didn't. They only focused on Michael. They didn't focus on the other brothers. They just focused on Michael, which I'm cool with that. It's Michael movie. Focus on Michael.
It wasn't even the Jackson 5. It was the Jackson 4. But okay.
But see, to me, that's why the brothers feel interchangeable.
Yeah.
They didn't matter. They didn't matter. They were just bodies.
That's almost almost how it felt too.
What you said,
movie,
John
you
Baptist,
gonna watch their
perfect.
movie?
That I couldn't even tell which brother was who.
Yeah, Randy was removed from the film, but the way they shot it, it felt like there was 5, but more spot fillers because the focus was on Michael. And that's what it should be. The movie's called Michael. That's why
it should be about Michael.
But I'm saying, if you would have had distinct actors that, like let's use a character actor. I can't think of anybody. But if you have a distinct actor playing a certain brother, then you know who that brother is. Does that make sense? It's like if
or at least Jermaine, like for instance, Jermaine,
I get you. I get it.
Like if you have let's say the kid from Snowfall played Tito, then you immediately know, okay, that's Tito every time you see Snowfall.
I wouldn't do that though.
No. But did you get what I'm saying though? It's like if you have,
I get it.
Okay, good.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying, I get it. You go ahead.
No, that's what I'm saying. The brothers were interchangeable, so I feel like that was almost an L in a way.
I can add.
Yeah, there was no emphasis on that. That's what I said.
I can add.
Okay, but Evo, you said there's no emphasis on them, but all Joe did was try to push the brothers. So
yes, and that's was the conflicting part on the script. You're putting so much emphasis on Joe, like I want to do this for my boys, but we're only focusing on.
We don't see the boys.
We're only focusing on Michael. So if that's the case, I wouldn't even make that the focal point.
Can I add to that?
Okay, so this is my problem. Hold on, Trigo. This is my problem. You're gonna go right after me. The movie is 2 hours, bro, and you gotta get through.
Which is an L in itself.
You gotta get through. The number one thing that I would say is making this a 2-part movie was the mistake. Because this could have been. Because I believe, as soon as the movie ended, I believe, if you'd have made this a full movie, like you'd have added maybe 30 minutes. But then again, I thought about it. And I was like, hold on. You got to get through all of his other life? I was like, nah, you can't do that in 30 minutes.
Yeah, 2
hours. And then I thought about it and I was like, maybe they did. Maybe this was correct. But.
Okay, but all we get is one throwaway line for Jermaine. We don't hear nothing about Tito. We don't hear nothing about Marlon. We don't hear nothing about Jackie. All they said was, Joe said, okay, well, we moved to Epic because he said Jermaine wanted to stay on Motown, so let him stay there. I'm like, who played Jermaine? Did I see Jermaine when he was growing up? Did I see him when they were practicing? Like when they were ready to go to bed? He's like, no, we going to practice. Who was Jermaine?
To be fair though, John, like this movie ain't about them. Like it's about Michael. It's about learning about Michael.
But Qui-Gon, that's the contradiction.
It's an ensemble cast though. I'm saying if the ensemble cast is stronger, this movie goes up a grade.
I wasn't paying attention to the brothers. I was paying attention to Michael. Every time on screen, I wasn't paying attention to the brothers.
That's the issue. The focus should be on Michael. If that's the case, Joe shouldn't be fixated on the boys, because if we're so fixated on Joe talking about building his boys up,
to go after
I have no I guess, attachment to that family, only focusing on Michael. So he should say, I'm trying to do this for Michael. I'm trying to get Michael this. I'm trying to get Michael that. That's why I feel like there was discrepancies on the script writing.
Yeah, I get what you're saying with that. But
yeah,
to me, that little boy was a young Michael. Soon as he hit that, soon as he started singing,
nobody's denying that.
Oh my God. That's why I don't understand these F's and D's people's giving. Cause like soon as that beginning, that little minute to 20-minute start, young Michael. Oh my God, I feel like I was watching that little motherfucker sing, and I ain't the greatest Michael fan.
Yeah, performance. I know.
So why was more nuance given to Michael's security in the brothers?
Hold on, John Bap. Not performance, MP. I would say more that little kid acting wise.
His acting.
His
acting was good.
Yeah. Him getting that ass whooping at the beginning. I like that.
His acting was good.
I like that ass whooping because it's true. That's what happened. I don't have no problem with that. I don't have no problem with shit that actually happened. And one more thing, for the things that I think we need to get past this, bro. For the things that they can't touch, because you can't touch everything. You can only say like, yo, this happened. But if you know. But let's get the story moving for the crowd can understand Michael and could keep going, because I feel like they like I said at the beginning, they fixated on Michael's story and how Michael felt as a kid to a young adult, and they fixated on Joe Jackson. Yeah, I just wanted to say that. All right, Trico, go ahead, say what you got to say, what you've been building up to say. All right, you got the flow.
Okay, to pick up the points that you said, Qui-Gon, when you saw that little kid, that little Michael, I can tell that he was very artistic. Because when it was first rehearsing, and Joe told him, "Hey, look here." Because sometimes like they not gonna look at a certain audience. You gotta make it look like you look at the audience, but you was really looking at Joe. So, and going back to Evolve and John Bab's point, but when they was talking about the brothers, that was one of my criticisms that I gave the film. I did not get any one-on-one connections with the brothers. It was just a rinse and repeat of him try to break away from his brothers and try to start a solo career and not really go deeper into his isolation, his pressure of fame, and also of him struggling to make friends when he was a kid. Like that was just all rinse and repeat. And that was one of my down plus of the film.
That's fair.
Okay, so for what you just said at the beginning, he wasn't autistic. When he was looking when he was looking, let me show you. Let me tell you. So I watched the movie twice. I know when he was looking at Joe, the reason why he kept looking away because he was looking out that window and he was looking at them kids play. And that was a built up from the start of the movie where they were trying to tell you he didn't have a childhood, and this movie did a great job at showing he didn't. That was the main problem with Michael growing up. He didn't never have friends, and I understood that more because going into this movie, I wasn't thinking like, all right, this movie is gonna be about him not having a childhood. I wasn't even thinking about that going to this movie. I was just thinking about Michael being Michael growing up with the Jackson 5. But that's something I didn't think about. So I think they did a good job with that, throwing that in there. I was like, okay, now I can think about it. Like, this nigga was a fucking superstar as a kid, and he really didn't get to, because he was over. I get y'all this Jackson 5, Jackson 4, like one of y'all said 4. He was more famous than any of them because he was the leader. So and he was out there probably doing more shows, probably doing more. He was the face.
And what's funny, Qui-Gon, that is one of my issues, that stardom of Michael. Because the way this film painted Michael, yes, Jafar gave a great performance, but also it was more like the fantasy of what we believe Michael was, what we wanted Michael to be. He can do no wrong. When we step in the room, everybody shuts down. Versus, I didn't really, like, I know his inner turmoil, per se, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like I dwelled in a scene long enough to I guess feel for him.
What I said
Because
yesterday.
and that was the issue with the editing I had. It was almost like, okay, I'm in this scene, I'm watching, I'm getting into it. Next thing you know, I'm on off the wall Michael already. I'm like,
But
damn,
this the thing.
can
But
we
this
just
thing.
stay here for a minute?
That's what I felt like they did good. The thing is, it's crazy because I don't think they did bad. I think they did good because when you doing a biopic, which I never really seen like this specifically, them jump through the years like that because Michael had so many years like that. He popped like that. He was making hits after hits after hits. So I like the 1966. I like to jump into the 1971 because they spent time there and then they jumped to the other years. They spent time, and I think they spent enough time for you to, for me at least, not y'all, but for me to gain interest into, okay, this story, let's move on. It's almost like I was reading a book of Michael history, and I was like, all right, next chapter.
That's the problem. You just said
but Michael is
a
an adult.
It's
Also with the Jackson. Right,
I'm not
but
diving
Michael's also
deep.
an adult performing with the Jackson.
Your mic back.
Yeah, can I say
But
something?
This is what's good about this review, Qui-Gon, because you have different age groups in their reviewing and people having different experience on how they knew Michael, what they've seen of Michael. We get different viewpoints, and you're warranted your viewpoint. Now, like versus a older person that has possibly seen more or whatever, it might be hard for them to, like, John Bapp was what has experienced the back end of Michael in reality, and mine was like the Dangerous era. That was my mic. Dangerous era was my mic. So all I have of 80s and forward are interviews, videos, stories from my parents, grandmother on that, and trying to separate what I already knew, and then when I'm watching you trying to portray something, I'm trying to push that out my mind, like, well,
biases.
That didn't happen.
Yeah,
well,
you got
yeah. It's kind of difficult sometimes.
Or not even that. You got you got all these shit that you lived through, so you lived through it, so it's gonna be obviously different for you to take it from me that not living through it. But I'm just going to see the movie, and I saw late Michael.
I wasn't upset at people loving it or people disliking, because it seems like most of the younger audience love this movie. And there are older people who do love it, but majority of the negativity is coming from the older audience.
And that's reasonable. I know. I saw the comment.
Yeah.
Now that's my thing.
Somebody coming.
I didn't. No. Quez won't go next, which he is.
Okay.
I didn't. I'm young, 26. Saw this movie. MP younger than me. Quez younger than me. We all young that saw this movie. ATB even we all not in that age range. Some of us not in that age range, but it's like half and half in here. But I'll say this: I didn't love this movie, but did I like it? Yes, I like this movie. But just because I don't love it, don't mean I gotta shit on it. I could say some things that they did well.
And that's where I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah. But Quez, go ahead.
I heard a lot, just now about the feeling about certain things you don't feel in this movie. I think what the director does in this movie, Antoine Fuqua, I think what they do in this movie is very simplistic. I think the simplicity in this movie is a thing that does well. For example, when you see Little Mike get beat, right, Qui-Gon, like 30 minutes into the movie, and then you see Jafar as Mike, and Coleman Domingo and him are having a conversation. He's asking him to do the victory tour, and all you see is Mike holding on to the door. See that's a simplistic thing that makes you feel something. That's like a trauma response. That's
Yeah,
he's
he
fear
got.
of his life because he doesn't want to say what he wants to say because he feels as though the cloud over him that is Joe is going to do something that he's used to. It's another powerful thing in this movie that's very simplistic that works very well. When Michael fires Joe because of John Brinker, right? And Joe gets the message, and him and Catherine have the conversation. And he says, I'm going to beat him with my belt when he gets home. And Catherine said, you can't beat him no more. He's grown. Signifying that he's an adult. He's going to make his own decision. And if you want to be in his life, you have to understand that, or you got to get out of his way. This whole movie is simplistic because it's Mike finding his independence. It's a child trying to find his becoming an adult from his parent. Everybody can relate to that. We understood what it was to be a kid trying to break independence from an adult. And this is where it succeeds. And it just so happens while he's finding his independence. Standing up to MTV, I think is another impressionable point in this movie. When he stands up to MTV and the head of the MTV and says, I want Billie Jean to be played. I am not a black artist who do black songs. I am a black artist who does songs for everybody. That is another moment of him showing his independence, showing that this is what I want to do. This is what you need to do to make me happy. If you don't do this, I'm leaving.
That was a good
And it's
scene.
those little things. And it's those little things when you lead up to bad and you get there. And when Bill tells Joe he's done, the freedom you see. When Michael goes up on the stage and says he's bad. He's the ultimate adult. I can do whatever the hell I want to do. And can't nobody tell me nothing. I'm the breadwinner. I can do whatever I want. I'm my own man. I finally broke everybody that broke me. Now, sometimes the editing is not how you want it to be. Sometimes the pacing, sometimes being put in different eras like the Jackson 5 or Off the Wall. If you paid attention to this movie, Qui-Gon, the most important thing was him breaking his independence. And it just so happens, Off the Wall, first independence he wanted to do. Joe still wants to pull him back. Thriller, Joe wants to pull him back. But it was the Pepsi event. And seeing those
I'm gonna
people,
stop you right there. The reason why I didn't stop you and I let you go on is because you're probably the biggest Michael fan in there. So I let you go out on your shit.
Yeah, I mean,
I let you go and have your shit. For the people that's listening, I let him go and have his shit because he's a big Michael fan.
Forgive me if I ramble.
No. You big Michael fan. You deserve it, right? MP. Is MP
here? Respond to that?
MP, did you disagree with anything that he said?
No. What he said is valid. Doesn't necessarily grade the movie up as that high.
Okay, so
those scenes were good in the film that he mentioned, and those were signs. And I like the scenes too. How MTV, he demanded per se to be on MTV, which is crazy how that works, right? They didn't mess with black people. Now MTV is known as a black channel.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy to think about.
All them Wild and Outs and freaking
but
shows.
But MP, I want to get to this. Right? You and Quez was going at it probably like last night or so. I'm fucking went to sleep because fucking Shiggy said some funny shit, my nigga, and it fucking made me go to sleep. It was so funny. But But I'm gonna tell you after this video. But what was you and Quez going at it about the movie? What was the specifically I was going at it about?
I wasn't going at it with anyone. Maybe he was.
It was Quez and 5 Star where I had to back Quez because 5 Star was talking blasphemy.
Oh, Quez, you cooked them.
I cooked 5 Star. And P's problems with this movie is coming from being a fan and being. I actually agree with those points too. I'm not denying it. I blame more personally the estate for why MP has these problems. because it's the estate that's backing this movie and putting the money back of it, and they should have did their due diligence. Like a mistake talking about his allegations and having this movie be reshoot. If the estate was on their job,
Yeah, that's tough.
you wouldn't have those problems. So that's why
Yeah.
I'm accepting
Yeah,
MP
but
for saying
yeah,
that.
it's like, but what I'm saying to that is, wherever the blame goes, the Jackson 5, Jackie Jackson, the estate, or Marilyn Monroe, whoever gets the blame, it still falls on the movie at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And the movie
Okay.
didn't succeed to me. So that, like, regardless of where the blame goes, oh, they could have did this, they could have. I'm gonna judge them for what they did do, and what they did do to me was not good.
Well,
I'm not gonna
And
say it's bad. It wasn't good.
That's
So-
fair, MP.
So now let's get into this. All right. So with the movie starting off, it started with which I got half the movie probably written down here. So when we get to half, we just gotta free ball it.
the quick
So
quick snippet bad.
yeah. The intro, the intro, fire. A+ for the intro. Him walking out.
I did like that transition. I did like that.
Him
Michael,
stepping in that shit, my nigga. I was like, okay.
Too.
Hey, he started jumping like Goku getting ready to fight.
Yeah, I really like that. I was like, okay, that's how you start a fucking Michael movie. Shout out to Lionsgate for starting it good, right? So next, it basically went straight into the Indiana, like I talked about earlier, the Gary shit, the Joe. We basically gave our feelings about Joe already.
Want to work at a steel mill.
Yeah. Which is true, bro. Like he took care of fucking 8, 7 kids.
I said, are y'all willing to fight for it?
Hey, you either winners or you losers.
He said he took that from Evo.
Yeah.
You ain't trying to win.
You want to win?
But yeah. Like I said, I like the shot at the beginning.
It's nice.
I agree.
And
good transition to the opening of the movie.
And I feel like the beginning made me at least feel for Michael. Him getting whooped, him looking outside, the kids playing, him realizing he has to give up his childhood to be a star. And that's why
it hit for me.
It hit for me. I felt it. I was like, all right.
Like he got his ass whooped. He ran to the bathroom, but his mom called him once and then just left.
That was
and then
fucked up, nigga.
Cutaway.
She could have went in there, nigga.
Like if it was a longer,
well, good thing you didn't watch.
At least it transitioned to one more part for like 2 or 3 minutes. Then it would have hit for me, but it kind of just went away.
But that's what a movie does. I think it tells you like him grabbing the belt again. Oh shit, he getting whooped all his childhood.
But you see the part. But Qui-Gon,
Yeah.
I personally laughed at Joe Jackson more than I feared him in the movie. Now, I won't say fear, intimidated, whatever. Even so, okay, let's forget Joe. Do I fear Joe for Michael? No, I didn't.
No.
I found Joe's scenes were hilarious to me. I equate him to a Disney villain. I'm gonna get you, Michael. I'm not
I didn't take him serious.
he was a joke. It was funny to me. He wasn't that intimidating black father that we know of in media and films. Even Tyler Perry movies do it better sometimes. Yes, I am. I'm going that low with it.
He
Joe
was
funny
he was
to
a
me.
villain. He was meant to be the villain of this movie.
He was meant to be a villain.
Buy him as the villain of the movie.
He felt like a
I
joke.
bought him. It
He
made
was a villain
I think
psychologically.
I think that's subjective to each viewer. I mean,
That's
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
feel
saying.
like he presented a
How
threat,
would I do?
like
no.
presented a palpable threat to Michael. So and it seems like Catherine did everything she could to like shelter Mike from Joseph, and I believed it.
Yeah, I believed it too. Then I left too. I left us some shit too. That's why I use my favorite character. Nigga, that nigga was funny, dog.
That's a crazy.
Funny,
nigga,
exactly.
that
Funny.
nigga-
See?
No,
It was
but
funny,
no.
yeah.
I laughed at it because I got a sick sense of humor, my nigga. So like when he came in
we
there
all
with that
did.
belt.
What's that? Okay.
When they did a montage of him whooping them, that's hilarious.
Right.
Ain't nothing intimidating about that.
No. I ain't left at the whooping. When he get whooped, I ain't left at the whooping.
No, not the actual whooping. The montage of it.
I
Like,
left.
She showed the belt. Close the door. Show the
Yeah,
belt
yeah.
again, close the door.
I ain't left at that.
He closed the door. He closed the door all slow.
Yeah.
I was like, man, what is
Nah, his door closes on this movie was top tier, nigga. Top tier door closes I've ever seen,
Disturbing,
nigga.
my nigga.
We're gonna talk about the part, my nigga, and that was
crazy.
That nigga got some
Yeah, the
iconic door
door
closes, nigga. That last.
Yeah. That other one was hilarious.
that was John Mapp. Oh my
Oh,
god.
you did this? He's like, oh, you did this? And he closed the
It
door.
closed the door, so. And the theater was laughing because some
funny,
scenes was meant to be funny. Some scenes was meant to be funny though. Like
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
His relationship with Joe, to me, was more comedic. The scene where Michael's in the fridge, closes the fridge, Joe's standing there like Undertaker.
I saw that coming. I saw that coming too.
But when I seen that shit, I was like, oh shit. When I seen that though, I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh fuck. Now you gotta deal with that. You gotta deal with this shit.
But the narrative,
You gotta do it. You gotta do it. I'm sorry,
I
though.
was interested in
Let him
seeing.
see.
Like, okay, here we go. Let's go.
You know what? I'll
the
make
narrative,
this week.
the
right
narrative of the movie is that
Yeah.
the entire movie he is an obstacle for Michael, and I believe
know.
that was
Yes.
believable.
And that's fine. If like it's like you said, it's subjective to the viewer. I didn't find it believable, but I had to buy it because this is the film. You get what I'm saying? This is the script. This is the narrative they're running with. So I have no choice but to buy it. But if I'm a viewer watching it for myself, I don't buy this shit. What you so scared? He whooped you a couple times, called you big nose once, so you go get a nose job. Even though we know personal bias, he was called that multiple times growing up. But in the movie,
Yeah, that was his
big
nickname.
nose once.
Yeah.
He called you big nose once, and now you want a nose job. Just what the movie showed me, and also his face to be symmetrical and shit. That's what I'm saying. They are very arrogant with this film because they're expecting people to know who Mike is.
Yeah.
Read between the lines, make up the rest of the story yourself. No, it's your job to tell me a good story. I shouldn't have to use my outside knowledge.
That's why I also feel with you, MP, because there was moments as if they expected the audience. Oh, you already know about this, so let me just give you this quick excerpt of the Jackson 5 going into the off the wall, or going into the Thriller era, into the Bad era. Like to me, it felt like Cliff Notes. Like highlighted Cliff Notes,
bullet points, bro. Cliff Notes, bullet points, cut scenes.
I didn't watch American Dream.
Come on.
I didn't watch American Dream, so I didn't know anything about the whole big nose thing, whatever. So,
but that's the thing. I'm not even comparing it to that.
Yeah, I don't want to do that because American Dream is.
You gotta do a longer movie. You gotta do a longer. Yeah. Everything gotta be longer.
Saying, is that where that term was brought out? That he called him that, or?
Michael did interviews. He did interviews with Oprah and stuff, talking about his dad and how he felt sick.
But MP even still them saying that, him calling Big Nose, I automatically knew. I didn't know like they teased him on it, but I automatically knew since he said that to him using my brain. Okay, he got teased on that. Got you. Mm-hmm. And I'm okay.
But you don't see the tease.
No, that's not enough. That's not enough. If I call you fat once,
that's enough for me. I understand it.
Yeah, but they're hoping.
My brain already understood it.
Yeah,
that was enough.
They're hoping the audience gets the action.
That's telling rather than showing. That's what I said.
Yeah, but what happens later that tells you why he got that like that. Like
he said that. Michael said that. He said, "I want my face to be symmetrical."
But that's what he said to the doctors. We know the real reason, but he's not gonna tell the doctors. Oh, my dad called me.
They told us that earlier.
But you don't feel the weight. You don't of the body shaming in this movie. You do not feel it.
You do not, or the bullying.
I felt it
at all. He called him.
No, you did. No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Soon as he said,
he called him Big Nose one time. Where did you feel the bullying?
Soon as it was beyond bullying to the point of he was steady whooping him, nigga. He was he called him Big Nose after he whooped him. After
whooping,
now, after that, they basically told you, and you should know, which I knew.
I know.
No, you
life.
can't say should. You can't say should know. You can't say that. You can't say for.
No, because I didn't know ahead of time. When they told me that, I automatically locked it in. He got teased. Got you. And then later when he hit it, when he
Qui-Gon, you have to show it in a movie. That's what I said about the whole. You're telling rather than showing.
They showed it, bro. You guys didn't accept it.
Oh, they did not.
Yeah, they didn't accept it.
I am a technical.
They showed it to you. You didn't accept to it.
No, the movie.
I was fine with it.
Relies on assumption.
That's not the point.
The movie relies on assumption because the audience is assuming because he said that one time Big Nose, that was enough reasoning for Michael to get said no shot.
That's not even a real mistake to me.
Michael Jackson.
I didn't even hear Coleman Domingo say Big Nose. I didn't even hear that. So when he went there to get his nose done,
I don't know how you didn't hear that. That's your fault.
All he said was big ass.
So
nose.
if they said it once,
big ass nose. I said fuck.
And I missed it one time. Then I definitely don't.
That shit hit to me, bro.
Because y'all wanted another big nose. I wanted a couple more big nose.
Big nose.
That would have made you feel more for it.
That's why.
No, Qui-Gon, what it does, it puts more impact on his reasoning for it. Versus if you hear it once and then we cut to a scene and then knows, it feels like, oh, he just wanted a nose job.
I feel like y'all.
I'm gonna make it very simple.
No, but that's the thing of knowing information and trying to.
Yeah, y'all diving deeper into it. I'm not doing that.
I'm just do it very simple. Let's remove what we know about Michael Jackson in real life. In the film, he was self-conscious about his appearance, whether it was his nose, his acne, his skin, his vitiligo, his hair, all this shit. Why did you feel this way, Michael? He got a nose job. Why did he get a nose job? The film, his dad called him Big Nose one time. Do I feel the way to get a nose job? You're not whitening your teeth, bro. You could fuck your breathing up forever. Like, it's very dangerous surgery to get. So to go change my nose and get something that's gonna alter my look for the rest of my life, why would I do such a thing? Why do I dislike my nose so much? Did the film show me why he did? Because his dad called him Big Nose once. So I'm supposed to believe that he continuously calls him that his whole life and upbringing. If I call Quez fat once, does that mean I've been calling him fat forever? You didn't show, regardless of the nose.
It doesn't mean it doesn't mean I'm not insecure about being fat though.
Regardless of the nose, they didn't show and present the presence of why Michael was insecure about his physical appearance.
Okay, I get you. Okay, I get you from that.
The film didn't show that.
But from this point, I get you with that. But with Joe being the villain that he was, right? I feel like it was beyond that. It was him. It was showing like how much that he took from him. So that one thing they tried to throw like how can I put this? They tried to put a lot of shit in a basket and it was a build up to that. Like it was like the whoopings, the talks that he had with Michael. He was a not what you call hate. It wasn't I guess it was a hate love relationship, but it was beyond that. He was getting beat on.
What the film showed me, he was a very strict dad, not an abusive dad. He got whoopings. That's his discipline to me. I'm going with the film showed. What point did he like? Damn, Joe! Oh my God! Why would you do this? But now he whooped him.
Now watch this. MP. Let's say you knew nothing about it. You didn't know Joe was that abusive, and you're going strictly off what the film giving you. Would you have the same opinion?
Yeah, that's what I just said. The film showed me.
No, you wouldn't.
But I'm saying if the film is showing you that version of Joe and you knew nothing about him being abusive and stuff, how can you say he wasn't portrayed as a tyrant? How you know he was a tyrant?
No, I'm just judging his actions in the film purely alone.
Okay.
He's just a regular strict old school dad. I'm gonna whoop you a few times, get your ass in line. I'm not using personal. If I use personal knowledge, bro, you could argue this movie's even lower than what I gave it, but I don't want to do that. I'm judging. I'm very fair. And two, with biopics, I want to mention this because niggas are gonna go on this. With biopics, you know how when people watch a comic book movie, they compare it to the comic, right? Oh, it's Superman in the comics is Lord.
Correct.
What that is kind of a slippery slope. There's a lot of comics and iterations. What a biopic, someone's real life, a real human that lived, you could definitely do that. Because you're telling me a story based off this real person. He really was alive. He really did X, Y, and Z. And I could judge it for his real life accuracy. It's like if you make a movie about World War II, oh no, that didn't happen. Oh, Hitler didn't do it. He just said, yes, you could say these things because I know real knowledge. But putting that to the side, I could judge the film purely by itself. Joe did not give off an abusive father. Absolutely not. He was just whooping his kids and being strict, and he was controlling. He was manipulative. Is that necessarily abusive? Oh my God! Oh no, not what the film showed me. Absolutely not.
Well,
So how do you know he was abusive? How do you know he was abusive?
Say again.
Future knowledge.
What Joe the
How
character?
do you
Joe
know he was supposed to be portrayed as abusive?
No. I'm
Without
not saying
using outside knowledge.
I'm not saying he was supposed to be portrayed as that. I'm saying people are calling him that in this film, and I don't think he is that. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm not using what he should be because I don't want to do
portraying
that.
the old school aesthetic of whipping your kids as abuse in this movie. That's how they're portraying abuse.
I mean that was abuse what he did. Cause it was the reason it was the reasoning for whooping them.
But whooping a child is not abuse.
If I open the door, right, and you say you opened that door the wrong way and you whoop me, that's abuse.
Did that happen in this movie?
I mean, this man, you're talking about opening the door.
It was a reason. That was not a logical reason for you to whoop your child.
What reason? What are you talking about?
When they came from the concert, the show, and he walked in the door, and they said, what did Joe say? Or Michael say?
It was about the
They were supposed to get ready for school. They were supposed to get ready for school. And then he's like, nah, y'all need to.
Was like, they got school, Joseph.
Yeah. Y'all need to go. Go ahead and work. We need to get more because they showed him at the when they was doing their dance. They showed him look away because he knew like, okay, we got some. So now I'm about to make these boys work. So when they got home, he said that, and then Michael looked back and Michael was like, we did a good job. What you say? Bro, nah, bro, abuse, abuse.
Back to the point, though. They don't convey that he was body shamed by his father. They don't. Convey that.
I think it's multiple things added up to that. It's him.
No, Qui-Gon.
One big nose coming.
Movies, live action is a visual medium. I should not be inferring anything from a movie. Now, if they would have showed a montage of him grabbing him by the face and like, you know what I mean, instead of just like popping the belt and closing the door, then I would have bought it.
Yeah, I bought it because
on Joe and his face.
I bought it, John, because Joe was such a. They show, and I bought the way they showed Joe a control freak over his life. And when he did the nose job, I was like, "Oh, it's because of his father, how he treated him." And I understood.
I didn't come up with that at all because again, I didn't hear him say big nose, and I didn't know that in real life he called him big nose. I was like, wait,
that nigga said big ass nose.
Yeah, I mean, you missed it.
One time. Like
I heard it.
I'm gonna catch every
also,
word. Okay, but I'm gonna catch every word in the movie.
Also, John,
but your father saying that to you is crazy, bro. Your father shouldn't be saying that to you, my nigga.
And there's the mental.
So your father can't call you
especially after a whooping, nigga.
I'll say this.
I thought whoop, and you a little kid. You 8, nigga. You 7, big ass nose.
My God. All I said was I didn't hear it, and he said it only one time in the movie.
No, I get you, but I'm explaining. I'm explaining why like that could impact the kid, like to go do that. Because you couldn't because at a young mindset, and that Michael was. You don't be talk to your kids like that. I understand that. I don't get the problem here. Like
you really think he heard?
No. It's
What
not
I'm
just
saying
about
is,
the nose. It's about his whole appearance.
it's about telling and not showing. That's all it is. When he went to that surgeon,
They did
I was like,
show
he's getting his
though.
nose done?
They showed it physically with the belt. They showed it mentally by saying remarks like insults. They showed it in this movie. It doesn't matter if
they wanted motherfuckers just calling them big nose, big nose, big nose.
But again, John Matt, it's not about. It's again just because something's not done how you want to execute it. It does not mean it was not executed. There were times in this movie.
It was executed.
There was time
but
in this
it was
movie.
a poor execution.
No, I'm getting tired of this because words are important here.
I guess.
When you
words are
say it
important,
and when you
but
hear it, it's two
execution
completely
does matter.
things. Exactly, and just because it's not executed to your liking, it does not physically mean it was not put in the movie how you like it.
It's not about executing to liking. It's executing efficiently and effectively. This was not effectively done.
Make me believe.
So if you and John Bapp,
effectively for me,
if you and John Bapp don't understand it, but Qui-Gon and me understood it.
No,
I think they understood it. They just wanted more. They just wanted more. Which I didn't need more.
Like I didn't need more. That's what I'm saying.
Quez, I did not hear that remark. So other than that, there's nothing to convey body shame from Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing to convey.
He missed it.
Okay, just to end the argument.
And it's fine to miss it because it was a brief comment. Very quick, big ass nose. That's it.
Yeah.
Half a second.
Hey, I'll be biased. I think that should show him killing that rat like he really did. I'll be biased to that. Because he killed that fucking rat. He should have killed that shit in the movie, nigga. Hey, I don't know. They should have kept that shit, but they ain't probably want to have that shit in there because pizza.
Show this nigga his ass. We've been beat in the montage.
They ain't want to get sued. They had to take that shit out.
Let's show them some more. Hey, you want to get into this all? Let's get on to it. Let's get this 50 minutes of abuse.
He was a villain to me.
He didn't give it to you.
Okay, just to end the argument. Just to end the argument. We can all agree that he wasn't a good dad. We can all agree on that.
Nah,
but
hold on.
Y'all kept talking. I'm talking now. Shut the fuck up. But we can all agree that he wasn't a good father to his kids because he wanted to see them as
Joe Trico Jackson.
Even though he had his own bias and to what he wanted to see his vision and not letting Michael do what he wanted to do. That part we can agree on that. And going by the performance that Cole Domingo as Joe Jackson, I agree that they did play it safe. He was like a Disney villain to MV's point. Because if you would have saw the real Joe Jackson, he was like a menace.
It would have been worse.
They played it safe. And I understand that. Because they
love their father. They love their father.
Because you're appealing to the audience today. They had to appeal on that. That's how Hollywood is. Because they cut a lot of things out of this movie. There was going to be some allegation in this movie, but they cut it out.
Which I'm fine with.
They even cut Janet out. They cut a lot of people out.
That's what I wasn't fine with. Janet should have been in this. But whatever the case may be.
You can move on.
Yeah. Joe Trico Jackson.
I don't know. He said, "Shut the Trico, you better relax."
Joe Jackson.
I'm talking now.
I didn't take.
Hey, hold on. He turned up. Joe Jackson.
They hit you with that tree.
Motown. Nah, but So when
Wait, Qui-Gon, finish it. I don't know. I need to think.
I told you what to think.
Hey.
That ass, nigga. That shit was good, my nigga.
So I did research on this, bro. I couldn't find who that lady was singing, but when he found out Motown, that scene, I couldn't find out who that lady was when Michael was about to walk up on stage, and because I did research, I tried to find it. I can only put to my knowledge and to say that was a symbolic. I think that was a symbolic of Diana Ross.
It was symbolic. That was one of the inaccuracies. It should have been Gladys Knight and the Pips, but they switched it up to make it more symbolic of the focus on Michael.
And I think that was Diana, bro. But they couldn't put her in there. They couldn't put the name. They couldn't put anything in there because whatever reason.
No, Diana came later. Which she was casted, but they cut her from the film.
I thought I did research though. When he was a kid, he was with Diana. They was all living in our house and shit.
Yes, but in terms of that moment, it was Gladys Knight and the Pips. As they got older, Diana was the one that said, "quote unquote," discovered per se. But Cat Graham.
But she was working for. But Diana was Motown too. It was all Motown.
Diana was Motown, yes. But they did cast her, but she was cut from the film.
And Diana really put him on.
Yes.
That's a really shout at him. That's why you can headcanon it, whatever. That was Diana to me, but they didn't want to do it. The reason why is because it called him the adorable, handsome, and then he looked at her like, gazed at her like, fell in love, little type shit, and I was like, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
In my mind, that's Diana, bro.
Yeah, it just sucks that when they announced the casting, we know who was casted as Diana Ross,
and they had the you could tell they had the work they were around a lot of shit with this movie.
Yeah.
Which is sad because it's like, come on, bro. Like,
yeah, and I do feel that killed a lot with these reshoots because dealing with Michael is a polarizing person, dude. Whether his fame, his history, from his childhood to adulthood, the legality of using certain things in the film you can't use for legal reasons. You can't talk about certain things for legal reasons. And unfortunately, that does hurt the film. But that's like any biopic. Not every biopic is going to be 100% accurate. So you have to make do with the script to kind of insinuate or fill in those blanks to get somewhat of an idea of what's happening or what had happened.
And I accept that because you can't get everything, and it's a 2-hour movie.
Mm-hmm.
I accept that totally. It's just about how they do different things in the movie. How does it gather together at the end of how I feel? Mm-hmm. And at the end, I felt like, okay, they did a good job. I think with what they had, they did a good job with it. But I think that Barry, the guy that was what is it called?
Friends Tate.
Yeah. The Motown motherfucker. And Joe, relationship that was perfect for what it was. Outside of this, did research. The motherfuckers really didn't like each other, and Joe really didn't like that nigga because he thought that he was. It was even a line, I think. It was even in the American Dream. Now I didn't watch, but they even touched on that he was basically trying to like kind of take that nigga's sons because they was born to stardom, and Joe really didn't want to let him go, and he always was kind of jealous of him. But I thought they did that well. And when that kid Michael went in there and started singing, nigga, I said, "Oh shit!" And they could have failed on that.
And that also harkened back to like every time Joe tried to get him to practice, like, put your eyes here, Mike. And then Barry Gordy was like, stop moving your feet, Mike. And of course, it didn't matter because his vocals just blew Barry Gordy away.
Barry Gordon away. Barry Gordon was looking like, yeah, I got money. That was the only thing on his mind. And
like superstar.
Yeah. So you can kind of tell from there that what was going on over there, which I liked it. I also like the fact that when Joe got his security, which was his security name?
Bill?
Somebody. Bill. I think it was Bill. It's Bill. Bill. It's Bill. When they got Bill, when they got Bill, it was symbolic of what would happen later because he said, guard him with your life. And later in the movie, when he stopped them at the end, I'm skipping to the end. When he stopped them, he said, "It's over. It's over, Joe." And like, and obviously the car rash, the talk with Bill, which I really did like him talking to the security, because that he was trying to grow up. Like Bill was trying to tell him grow up. Like you gotta leave, bro. Like go do it. But Michael didn't want to because he wanted to stay with his family. He wanted to stay with him, but also he wanted to grow. He wanted to end it because he was tired of his father.
He didn't want to save the family. He didn't want to save the family.
Nah, he said in when he was talking to Bill, the reason why I got like he kind of did is because he said he wasn't. I'm not ready. Like he wasn't ready to.
I need to be on my own.
No. When he was talking, when he pulled over to the side, when he get Joe, when they was in the room, and then Joe said,
right, he left the meeting.
Yeah. Think you. I told you to think. And then she got up. No, Joe. And then he fucking left. And that was after the nose job.
Literally the day after.
Was that funny shit? Was that nose job scene with him coming in the house while they get him going up to that door?
Like a scared little kid. And grown ass man got nose job.
Unwrapping.
Me too.
Walked up to him. He had his little razor, wiping his razor on this shit. I don't know. I just like Joe in this movie. I don't know, bro. He did good. He was a good actor. He was a good actor. I like what he did. He was on point. He was in that role to me.
Yeah, them eyes when he was getting cooked, bro.
On dimensional, Denzel be one dimensional sometimes.
No, the character was one dimensional. Joe was the same throughout the entire movie. Because somebody said he was the nuance.
But it worked though.
No nuance to Joe. No, there was no. What I'm saying is there was no nuance to Joe. Zero.
Okay, what did you want for Joe? What did you want from him?
Right.
No. Joe was fine. I'm just saying. Somebody said he was nuanced. I said there was no nuance to Joe. He was the same at the beginning, same in the middle.
Why did you say he was nuanced?
Same at the end.
I say it was nuanced because it was one, an abusive father. That's one side of it that he does well, but it's also nuanced because he's still a father. He still loves Michael. It's a father who loves his kids. That's why I said it was nuanced in terms of that acting. Now, if you didn't catch the nuance or you didn't catch that, but I caught it, that's fine. But I appreciate it. Yes, he was being abusive. Yes, he was trying to do these things and discipline Michael. But you still could see, though, Qui-Gon, and I quote, the love that he had for his son. Because he still loved his son regardless.
Like what?
The love for his son never go away.
Nobody's confused about that. Like we know Joe loved his boys.
Which is why I said nuance. I'm just saying you're going to quote me right.
But yeah,
that's why I said.
But I like the shit with Bill because it was symbolic to later. Guard him with his life. He guarded him with his life away from you, nigga. And that worked out. That worked out for Bill and Michael at the end.
And Mike.
And I like the scene where Michael had his glasses on. He was styling. Costumes was good in this. I feel like. If we didn't talk about
I want to give credit to Jafar Jackson because as a first time actor, his acting was really good. Like when I'm watching the movie, I really did feel like, oh shoot, this is really Mike. Like especially MP. I think he did the best with like younger Mike, that Mike Thriller era around there before
he did a good job. I get that.
He really did good.
Second watch, he did better. He did better than me.
The voice was consistent. The acting was good, but not great. There's no Oscar-worthy performance.
That little kid was good, bro. If that little kid would have had a movie on his own,
the acting was good.
Yeah, but he did his job for the first role, and with the pressure of it being his family and taking it seriously, really with the craft wise, A+. Now, it's a scene in this movie.
Not A+.
Yeah, that nigga said A+. Holy shit.
Nah, you're not just gonna say that.
What the fuck?
A+. To me, nigga, A+. Nigga. To you, B-. Okay.
You didn't even
stand on this. Okay. So no. We stay A.
I didn't say my grade.
A+, nigga. I gotta say,
I know that
his acting
some of the
not A+.
angles.
I feel like
Some of the angles
performance.
on Jafar were just. I kept bugging my sister. I said, "Look at these angles. Look at these. This dude looked just like Mike from certain angles. Like
he looked more and more like Mike as the movie
On the
went
second
on.
watch from me, John, I'm with you.
Exactly.
First watch, it didn't, because it was so in my face and it was showing so much shit that I was like, and I seen them already out. But the second watch, I was like, yeah, that's Michael.
It wasn't even just his face; it was his mannerism.
Yeah, that's Michael.
His demeanor, like I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, I bought him.
I'm like, how the hell?
The only time I didn't buy him as Mike, where he looked like Jafar instead of Mike, was when he was doing Thriller. For some reason, the face, I was like, okay, that does look like Jafar. That doesn't remind me of Mike.
Oh my God! What was we on? What was we on before? What was I talking about? Oh, so Mike, when he's walking in the room, he walked in the room with because he was about to get rid of and by the way, I thought it was hilarious to me on how he was trying to get rid of Joe, my nigga. Cause them white niggas, he said, I gotta get, y'all need to fire you need to tell my dad, cause he wanted to do the movie first. And then the white motherfucker looked at each other like,
that was funny.
I'll get a drink. And that was a little funny shit in this movie.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, this movie was kind of funny, bro. Which I was like, you got to keep me entertained. You got to do things, and I enjoyed that. I didn't think about going to watch a Michael movie and it was gonna make me laugh. That's why I give it.
For Jafar, I think this is the best acting singer debut since Jennifer Hudson in Dreamgirls.
I didn't see that movie.
I don't know.
I wouldn't say it's like a Oscar worthy, but just like a first timer, being on the big screen. Yeah.
So when he walked in the room, that he met he wanted to get rid of his he wanted to get away from the Jacksons, obviously, and he wanted to become a star. I like the shit that he had on. He saw I think his name was Bringer, right? Brecker,
like Brinka.
He saw Brinka, and he's played by what's that nigga?
Miles Teller.
What
Mr.
movie?
Fantastic.
Mr. Fantastic. Oh my God! Why did you name his worst role? Oh,
Whiplash.
Whiplash, nigga. The Whiplash, nigga.
You could have said him from.
He could have said anything. Could have said anything else but that. But yeah. I don't know, but I thought he did good. I like the scene on when Michael was talking to him and Michael was saying like, everybody be quiet, because he had the room presence. Like, everybody was quiet, and he told him who he managed: Bob Dylan, Beach Boys, which the Beach Boys and the Jacksons was going at it back then. I heard they was going at it. It was either them or them. And that's why Michael, when he stopped, and he said, I like the Beach Boys. Because he knew, he's like, I want to be bigger than them.
Beach Boys, great American music.
I want to be bigger than them. And he said, I can give you that. And then he told him at the end, yo, I just need to do one thing. Fire my dad. And then he was like, how? Quick as possible. Said that nigga. What did he say?
A fact.
Next scene.
Captain, look at this. You know this boy tried to fire
me.
This little piece of paper.
Couldn't even do it eye to eye.
I ain't even know to do with it.
I just like this acting presence, bro. Him fucking walking
funny.
around.
That was funny.
I like his.
That was funny.
I like his. I don't know. I like.
That's when he appeared. That's when he appeared behind the refrigerator door. MP.
Like the Undertaker.
Yeah.
When the movie comes on digital, I'm making that a meme, putting the gong behind.
Yeah, I like, bro. Like he can pop out the movie to me. Like he could just be imagine a nigga just walking up on you, be like, what the fuck? Joe Jackson just walking in your room.
The freaking ugly.
Yeah, with that shit face.
Right,
that shit face he be having.
The wrinkles.
Yeah, that shit face.
Y'all willing to fight for?
Don't get me started on that Jericho.
Oh no, I like this character.
What was that?
I like this character. But so yeah, then he popped up behind him, told him like, all right, so you can. Oh, they had a scene where I said Jafar, Michael Mama and him was talking because he was like, I'm about to whoop that boy. He's like, he a grown man. What the fuck you gonna whoop him for? But she was like, you can't whoop him no more. And I was like, here we go. This type of scene. You can't stand up to him.
Hey, Qui-Gon, on that part, this lady behind him was like, "Don't you hit her!" This lady,
yeah.
I thought he was going to uppercut her.
If you went to see, I went to see this movie with a lot of black people, and that's why it was funny to me, nigga.
Yeah, me too.
That shit was funny hearing
like,
them black people.
Hit her.
Bro, I had some YNs behind me talking the whole time.
No wonder why your experience was terrible.
Oh.
Them damn YNs don't
have somebody snoring.
Yeah, that's fucked. You had somebody snoring? Oh, all y'all shit was terrible.
Snoring, bro.
There was like little.
Oh, your grades was bad.
No, I had a great movie experience.
I blocked them out
too,
like
John.
the first 10 minutes. They were talking as like the Jackson 5, like after the Jackson 5, they shut up. But they were talking.
I had these motherfuckers that kept on behind me. Like every it was weird timing though. Like it came like 30 minutes after the movie started, and then it was like and I was like, oh my god. But
someone was sick in that theater.
Yeah, I don't know
so
what the fuck was going on.
Everybody.
I don't know.
But it was a great experience though. Everyone was dancing.
It felt like I was at a family reunion type shit with black people I ain't know.
Nobody danced at the end.
Low key.
Nobody got up and danced, but everybody was in a chair rocking.
That's a good thing.
So.
At the end, though, everybody in my theater was dancing.
I was tapping.
But yeah, what was I at? I'm almost towards the end. Oh, that's what I was about to say. So about to stand up to him or whatever. Like, you can't hit him no more. And then he was like, how much I did for this family? We won't be here without me. Which is true, right? It is true.
Yep, true.
And she was like, you could keep thinking that it's all about you. I mean, you do this for them. Do it for yourself. That's what that was supposed to mean. And then he looked outside and the giraffe looked at him like, ooh, and then the giraffe kept moving.
That giraffe shit was funny. He was like, oh, party's over.
See? But that's that MCU shit. Like undercutting serious moments with a fucking giraffe. And you laughed, didn't you? Everybody in here.
I laughed, yeah.
I did.
Okay, yeah, so they undercut that series.
Because the giraffe looking at that shit was dumb. That shit was stupid.
Yeah. James Gunn shit.
I didn't really like I mean, MP, I left because I didn't really even like the scene. I was like, corny shit I've seen every movie standing up to the man. I didn't really care. That's why when I see that giraffe, it took me out. I was like, all right, something good out of this that I had never seen. But yeah. And speaking of giraffes, I like the animals they used in here, bro. He's talking to his llama and shit. Fucking
man,
how you doing?
Those CGI animals were
disgusting.
They was nasty. I thought they was cool.
That shit was nasty, dog. That shit.
You reminded me that. You reminded me that.
Nah, they was.
Nope.
Nah, they was good. They was fine to me. I ain't have a problem with that. I ain't have a problem with the animals.
Bobo is still alive. He's still alive. Jafar got a picture with him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's still alive.
Yep. He's down here in Florida. Yep, and at the our biggest like chimpanzee.
I like the fact that they added
like
all the. I like the fact they added all the animals and stuff. Y'all don't like them because they didn't look real, but I
didn't say I didn't like them. They were out of sequence. First of all, it was okay. I dealt with it.
I like the animals. It was a something added to the movie that was a different feel of it because that was him. That was Michael. He's just buying shit and he fucking loved animals, and they showed you why he loved animals for real.
Qui-Gon, their reaction to the animals was fucking hilarious.
That shit was funny. That shit was hilarious.
Big old truck. He's like, I want everybody to see this. Get this freaking monkey
walking.
Nigga said, "Welcome to the family."
Welcome to the family.
Right.
Joe came out in his silk pajamas like,
Listen to what he said though, Qui-Gon. That's what. But here's what
Joe, I'm telling you, John.
Funny.
Joe he stole the show to me, bro. I didn't expect to like Joe as much as I did after this movie. He got all the scenes to me. Him and Jafar. But
that nigga Mike said, "Be careful. They tend to bite with people with bad attitudes." And Joe just looked at him and laughed.
Oh yeah,
like,
that was
the
funny.
sweetness.
The sound and shit. I like the scene when he was walking with his llama down the block.
He looked right at Joseph.
And
Skip on down,
them two white people just looking, cause it's like this funny fuck is this nigga with this perm walking with a fucking llama, and they know it's Michael Jackson,
Right.
so it's just crazy. It's crazy to think about. Yeah. But yeah. So then we get towards the end, cause this has been a long review. So we get towards the end, and we're gonna all give our grades by the end of this.
Hit you with that back.
I might be skipping something in here, but we got majority of it.
I mean, if something people care about, they'll bring it up.
Yeah, you'll bring it up in the comments below, because it's already an hour and 30 into this, so yeah.
Or no, even with the panel here, they'll bring it up.
Yeah, they'll bring it up. But at the end is I skipped the part. You good? You turn into Joe. Mo time. But yeah.
All right, man.
That nigga Joe face, bro. That nigga.
Yeah, that prosthetic, that forehead prosthetic is okay.
I love that shit, nigga.
Eyes, bro.
Getting them wrinkles.
That nigga was scary, nigga. I don't know about you, bro. I'd be scared waking up and seeing that nigga face.
Now what's her name? Tell me that nigga didn't look like. What's her freaking name? What's her name for Little Mermaid?
Chloe
Halle Bailey.
Not Halle Bailey. The villain in Little Mermaid.
Oh,
Ursula.
Yes, that nigga look like Ursula.
Oh, damn.
It's them eyes.
Yeah, them eyes. That's what made me fear that nigga a little bit. I ain't gonna lie when he popped up.
The way them brows.
Bro, I love the fact he was used like a villain, bro. They should have edited the music, nigga. That would have went on top of this. But to me, the end of this movie, that ending fucking performance, original first watch, because I watched it 2 times, but the first watch, nigga, when I seen Jafar do that shit, I was like, that's the best performance I seen Jafar do. At the end, I was like, oh, he was feeling that shit. I know I'm skipping over that Thriller shit, but I like the Thriller shit when he was doing the dance. And they was both hitting that shit on the dance floor. That shit was nice. And the niggas was looking. Only thing I don't like about that shit is the fact you got these thugs and this shit dancing and shit and looking at them and like, oh shit, Michael hitting that shit. Oh, reacting like, I'm like, come on, bro. Ain't no thugs reacting like that. Kind of took me out of it.
Acting like fanboys.
No. It went that. It went.
That man walked in the spot like Tony Stark.
Yeah. It went. It wasn't that took me out. It was the fact when they started dancing and hitting the Chris, ooh, and I'm like, come on, bro.
Hey, what you call that right there? Oh, we pop locking. That's the C-walk.
And then they already got the Crips and the Bloods like pop locking there. I'm like, come on, bro. These motherfuckers been killing each other. You tell me they just gonna walk in there and just be automatically cool with each other?
Nah. And dead bodies on the floor?
Hey, I'm gonna put y'all all in my video and we gonna get along. Like that.
But I like that it did show Michael say music can bring us together. So I like that part.
But it is a reference to what he actually
did.
Even though it's inaccurate, but I get it.
I can tell. That's the most inaccurate part to me that felt inaccurate. Cause I was like, this doesn't feel right.
But it's weird because I dislike it for the reasons you gave. But I also like the scene because I like getting in the brain of Mike, how he performs and how I want to hit this move. Let me try something. Okay, so we're gonna do this. So you're gonna feel it. And he was hitting them dance moves. I like that. I want him actually more stuff like that, like how he goes about.
I ain't had no problem with that
dance performances. I wanted more.
It was just niggas in the back moaning.
Hey, twerk that shit.
Yeah.
And you know what? Them thugs felt too 2025.
Yeah, they didn't feel right.
They did not feel like that.
That's the only thing that
like modern day. They had one dude had a low top fade looking like
like how you feel about the Joe shit. I feel about this, nigga. I wasn't feeling that, my nigga. I wasn't feeling the thugs in there. I wasn't feeling it, my nigga. But he was hitting that. Slide with his feet, nigga. That shit was hot, nigga. I was like, oh shit.
Hit his knee with that.
He's like,
he was getting
he's
that
like,
shit.
we all like a fish. We gotta move like a fish, a pile of fish. That shit was hot. But yeah, but
No Human Nature. You mean Human Nature was good? He sung that whole thing by himself.
My thing is this. First reaction to it, him singing the shit, mid. Not gonna lie.
Stop.
I think the little boy did better singing than him. But that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. I when that little boy starts singing, oh, your phone is. I ain't gonna hit the note like him. But what's that song? What's that song name?
It was Who's Loving You, I think.
You're starting to sound like me.
What's that song called? ATV?
It was Who's Loving You.
You want Friday night. But
oh my gosh.
What's that shit called? You want it bad. Whatever.
Yeah.
When that little kid hit that, I said, "Oh shit, nigga, that sound like Little Michael." But
They do.
when I heard Jafar sing, I was, but I'll tell you this: when I heard the second time, I was like, "Oh no, he did good. He did good.
Did good.
He did good. Yeah, I give that. He did good
Because he had three different where
Who's
he's
Loving
actually
You?
singing. The rest
Yeah.
are like merged between him and Mike. John Bop.
Be back.
Yep.
Bap Jafar.
No. BBB. Bop.
But yeah, so we was talking about the thugs telling that nigga to twerk. But so,
twerk that shit, Mike. Hey, twerk that shit, bro.
I did like how the fans was reacting to him when they was seeing Michael, like they was like fanboying out and shit. Like that was just nice to see.
Yeah,
like that's just something nice to see. Get autograph from my sister. Yeah, I got. I'm gonna autograph everybody. It's like, yeah, Mike.
Got grown thugs. Excited.
But Michael was big as shit though, so I understand it. Whatever. But it just didn't feel authentic to me. But like I said, the end of this movie, he performed bad, right? I don't know, I ain't tripping. He performed bad, right? That was his last song, right?
Yeah,
nigga, that was his best performance to me. That in this whole movie. That was his best thing. Where I was like, when he did that, you know, when Michael do that, like strut on the stage, like he get the strutting on the stage and shit. Oh shit, he got that shit just like Michael. the Billie Jean performance. Don't get me wrong, it was cool, but that bad performance, nigga. When I was watching that at the end, bro, I was like, oh nigga, I understood it.
Of course, yeah, that was the best.
Yeah, and MP, that's when I understood. This movie should have been longer. I understood like they didn't. I understood like because I looked at the time. I was like, oh, this shit about to end. Oh, now they get into the real good shit. Now they're building to that, and I was like, oh, they're gonna end on this. And then I started thinking in my head like, oh fuck. The only problem with this movie is it's too short. Like I said at the beginning of the review, it's too short to me. But then I thought about it, bro. And I was like, but to me, to making your butt is mine. Oh, I like that. By the way, that when he was laying in the pool and shit, he was like, "What you doing? What you doing, Michael?" I'm just waiting on God to give me a song.
Butt? Not my butt.
I'm just waiting on God to give me a song before he give it to Prince. I like that part.
That was funny.
That was funny. That was
because that hitting, showing their little rivalry, little friendly competition.
Yeah. Oh, forgot. I missed Pepsi shit. Pepsi shit was hair color.
New generation.
Joe ain't shit for that.
Still gonna be able to tour. So wait, ain't nobody gifted.
They casting that shit, my nigga. But yeah, Joe, it just doubled down on Joe wasn't shit, and that nigga, and that's what my grandma was like, yo, this like they went a little bit too hard on him. So I said, like, if you do the research, this nigga was worse.
I'm gonna do the tour. They that was probably the longest they spent on like something emotional because the hair.
I felt that
set
part.
piece. It took. That was probably like a good 10, 15 minutes.
The third act is OP almost. Like that's where the emotional climax is in the movie. Like that third act.
Yeah. I really did like that part because
I like how they shot it too. Like you see the flames slightly go in, and then it starts flaming up and getting more of it. Then he starts spinning. That was accurate too because I watched the real thing.
Yep. Because he's see that's the thing, bro. And I think about it like with the Tupac and Biggie shit. Like even though this didn't lead to eventual, I mean you can argue that it did lead to death because he had to take pills from injuries from that lasted a long time from other shit too. But that's the thing about life, bro. And it's a lesson I learned in this. Once you feel like you don't want to do something, do not do it. Just don't. Just don't, bro. Because what Biggie said in that Diddy documentary, my nigga, I don't want to be here, bro. I want to leave. I don't want to go to this concert. Diddy was like, nah.
We going.
You going.
I wouldn't live by that credo though, because you can miss out on a lot of stuff, and I wouldn't live by that.
Yeah, but if your gut telling you don't, bro, majority of the time go with your gut, I think.
But one thing I like is that like while the whole world is wondering how he's doing, he's attending to people that are like burned all over their bodies with like third degree burns.
Like, and it
burn unit with that kid or whatever.
Yeah, John Bat, it connects to what I said at the beginning. They did a really good job at showing how he missed out on his childhood and why he had such a big heart for other kids, why he liked animals so much, why he gave back the $700,000 to those because he didn't even take it. He just gave it to him. He said, give it to the burn victims.
That was $1 million for that Pepsi payoff, which ain't a lot of money. But remember, he said 7 figures.
He said 7 figures, yeah, 700,000.
Yeah. No, that's $1 million.
7 figures. 7 figures. Ooh.
7 figures is $1 million.
I've been living by the figures being wrong my whole life. I thought 3 figures was $300K.
So I did the math.
My man is blown. Anyways, just like Michael.
Good, bro.
I thought 7 figures was $700K. You earn that $700K a year. Well, I've been taught wrong my whole life.
But the point is that he gave all the money to the fire burn center in that particular hospital.
Too. Yeah, which was good. But yeah, he walked to the back, and by the end of the performance, which I think he did beautiful. I can't praise this performance more. Jafar did his fucking thing on this performance. It's literally, it's what Quez said earlier. It was him entering
Human
Michael
possession.
Jackson. Yeah, I think, even though that's not that type of movie, but it felt like he was literally what he says.
Why he blurted out like that?
Yeah. It felt like Michael Jackson literally came in his body and was like, I'm gonna control you for this last scene, and nigga, he went nuts.
That whole third act, he was Mike that whole third act.
Yeah, he was Mike that whole third act, and I like how he talked on the stage like, "This is it, like this the final tour," and the Joe was in the back. Oh hell no! And
now that's accurate because he did announce.
The look on his face.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. And he walked on back. Saw Joe. Joe like, you can go know it, and Bill stopped him like, yo, it's over. And then basically it went to the start of the movie. Which sometimes when you start the movie with the ending, it's not always good. This time it was good. I think
that Human Nature performance was the one I was most invested in.
You like the Human Nature one?
That's not bad.
Not mine.
Yeah, John. Yeah, that Human Nature had me in shambles.
But the Human Nature one wasn't that long, wasn't it?
It didn't matter.
Yeah, but that was probably one of the more pure showcases of Jafar's skills.
Nah, I disagree.
On this one. I started moving in
I
that chair.
disagree. Bad. He went more skills.
Bad in terms of his movement and stuff, but
spectacle.
His voice was actually Jafar.
Okay, I give you voice.
great job
I
on
give
that.
you voice. I give you voice.
That human nature, like those instances, Qui-Gon, the Pepsi burn, it felt like JFK got shot when I watched it in the theaters. I was like, no, Michael, and the human nature performance, him showing the moves to the gang members. I was like, oh, let's go, Jafar. Like he looked just like Mike. Like he was Mike that whole third act.
Yeah, it felt like.
The only 3 songs that he performed fully was the "Don't Stop Till You Get Enough." That was the acapella. Billie Jean and Bad.
Billie Jean performance, that was cool to me. Whatever. I like the Human Nature one and Bad better. I feel like the Thriller better. The Thriller, that little sequence that, like what MP said, him learning that shit. Like that little shit was just better to me. I like that type of shit. Sad note, I liked when he was in the bed and he had the burn mark and he was talking to his mama and his mama tried to bring up the Joe shit and he was like, not now mama. And
that was good acting.
Yeah, that was good. That almost got me.
Like you just saw the tear roll, no over emotion.
Yeah,
that was great acting.
Now that almost got me. I ain't gonna lie, because I was like, damn, like, because I felt for Michael, like, now you want to talk about this, and when I'm famous and grown up and all that, and then they finally talked about it, and then Michael said you couldn't, what, nobody could stop him. He was gonna do that shit regardless. But then that make me think, of our culture of whooping our kids, since back then and where the roots of it come from, because obviously we were slaves and we didn't want our kids to go running out there and doing it, so we had to teach them a different way, and I think it led to too far, I would say, and you get shit like this, but nigga made Michael Jackson.
The greatest pop stars in all of generation.
Yeah, it was. Hey, whatever you want to take from that. I ain't saying beat your kids.
You want to beat them. Make sure they got talent on that. Beat it. Beat it.
I'll say spank your kids. Don't beat them. Spank them, but don't.
Right.
Yeah, spank them. Don't beat them.
Spank them.
Man, Jody showed up. Jody.
So
yes, make sure they could walk.
So Jody,
that's why they like the mother beat him like that. I'm gonna tell your father when he get home, and the father don't even got to beat him once we get that. Like, you did what?
Happy 46th belated birthday to John Babb.
Oh yeah, happy birthday.
Samuel.
I already wish you happy birthday.
Bobblehead back.
Yeah.
Oh man.
AARP back.
But
Master Flex.
I say all that, Jody. We recap basically the whole fucking Michael movie. I haven't.
Talking about Michael. Oh,
yeah, I haven't seen your review because I wanted to watch it, of course, get my own thoughts on it.
Good. Yeah, that's good.
I watch your review, but Jody, if you want to say how you feel, because we about to give all grades. We reviewed it all. Now we about to get grades. At this point.
Well. Who knew that Joe Jackson was such a good father? Who knew that Michael Jackson was such a sissy who didn't want to help his brothers?
Oh my gosh, Jody.
I can't, bro.
I had no idea that Michael was trying to break free from such an abusive man. Releasing the Thriller album while still living in his daddy's house. Mad that he has to abide by his daddy's rules.
Correction, Jody. It wasn't actually his daddy's house. It was actually Michael's house because Joe couldn't afford it. It's technically Michael's house. But continue. You got it.
Joe can afford it.
Yeah, I actually have knowledge, but continue.
Joe can't afford it. Your knowledge is wrong. Joe Jackson is rich.
Okay, so pull up the house deeds.
Joe Jackson is rich too. Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I like this.
Everything that Michael has is because of Joe. Joe made Michael who he is.
I mean, of course, he birthed nigga.
All right, so all the money is Joe's.
And partially.
When Michael died, the money was his too. The Jackson estate has his money. He's dead.
All that he and come from that beating.
Right. What's your point?
So regardless of who lands on the
Just
deep
like
of the
everybody else
house,
likes me.
the larger picture remains true that Joe is the reason why
He's
they
the head of
became
the house.
famous and
Yeah.
become wealthy. And Joe in that home is daddy, and Michael has to abide by his rules.
Yep.
So with all that being said, it was a nice music video, extended music video. It was the performances were electric. Jafar Jackson did a fantastic job. Just as much as of a good job that Jafar did, little young Michael stole the show for me. The way he embodied
you
the
and
emotion
me.
of being hurt.
Yeah.
I got very emotional watching that. That was the only time I got emotional was to young Michael running in the bathroom, crying in the corner after getting his beaten. So
Yeah.
he did a fantastic job. And Michael's mother didn't even need to be in the movie.
Nina Long was very forgettable.
Yeah, she was.
And I understand why Janet said that this movie whacked. She wanted part of it. She didn't like it. I completely understand. She wasn't even in the movie. She was right.
Yeah, Catherine was
apologize,
definitely
Janet.
underused.
But it's not about
But
Janet.
I heard Catherine.
But you showed
was-
Latoya though, right? It's not about Janet, but they showed Latoya.
And
Latoya was the only one that
Well,
signed
Janet-
because she wanted to be a part of it.
Janet wanted to be in the movie though. I mean, not she didn't want to be in the movie, but that's why Latoya got showed. That's why they pushed Latoya.
Yeah,
I think that would have been Janet. I think that would have been Janet's
She
spot.
was so young, Janet. Michael, hi, Janet. Hey,
Yeah.
we're gonna go practice now. You go run along now. Okay, Michael. That's it. They didn't do that.
They could have. But
Janet ain't want to be in it.
Yeah, Janet didn't sign off on that.
That's on Janet. And the Michael. it had
My
to go-
grade has been
she read that
posted.
script.
Y'all know what it is.
That's for sure. I'll look at that. But yeah, I'm with you on that Michael kid. I think that Michael kid stole, nigga. That's when he hit that note at the beginning. You won this is I was like, oh shit, my soul. I was like, oh. And I heard Jafar sing later. I said this in the middle of you. I said when I heard Jafar sing, I was like, I was like, not quite that kid.
One more thing. The way Michael got the Bloods and Crips together to be background dancers, hilarious. Absolutely comical.
I told Qui-Gon, Michael pulled up on them like he was Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Anybody can.
Nigga.
Nah, you know how you pull up on them? And Gold Member. All right, we're gonna do a dance off. We're gonna make a distraction, and you're gonna help us escape.
It's
yes,
the hard
Dr.
knock
Evil.
life.
Yeah. It felt so.
Yes,
it felt so unauthentic to me. It just didn't. I didn't like
that.
it.
That moment was literally a fantasy.
I did not like that. I was like, what is this?
Even though certain things happened, that's not how it went down.
It didn't feel real. Like I was, whatever, bro. But
all the way off.
Yeah, that threw me off. And then
I was like, wait, shouldn't there be some animosity here?
Nothing, nigga.
I mean, there was kind of
they just pop blocking together.
Not really.
They were not beefing.
They were dance battling.
Man, that was pop locking, crip walking.
It was no beefing, nigga. They was best friends, nigga. They was happy.
Mike
nigga.
made him that way, my nigga.
Oh, side note, was that E40? When Joe was in the back and it was after
Don King. That was Don King.
No, it was the E40 looking nigga with Jerry curls in his hat. And then he told Joe, he's like, man, you just can't let him win once. And then he walked off. And then somebody across the E40.
That was Tito. That was
one of the brothers. That was one of the brothers. Yeah.
That was Tito. It was Tito because Tito
was just like E40.
But you wouldn't know that because they didn't really spend that much time.
That nigga looked like E40.
No. Stop using the excuse, Quez and other. It's about Michael. It's okay. So exile these.
It is, nigga. You want to watch the Jacksons? Go watch Jackson American Dream.
Okay, so why? Okay, you're gonna have them hovering.
I'm being honest with you, bro.
All right,
no, you can't do a movie about Michael without the Jacksons. That's part of it.
Yeah, you got
it. That's why they're there. They're here. Don't mean I gotta spend 30, 40 minutes on Tito,
If you keep using that excuse, Quez, exile the Jacksons 5 from the whole movie overall. Just have it just Michael. Because that is a lame excuse. Because you're having them hovering off in the background and we don't even know who is who. You don't see that as a problem?
Exactly.
No.
You okay with
that? It's not their movie. Yes, it's not their movie.
It's not their movie. You see, that's a lame excuse. You're the reason why this movie's being sucked off.
You damn
You're
right.
not
I'm
diving-
sucking
you're
off,
not
and I'm
diving
sucking
deep
off to a
enough.
sequel too, nigga.
Nah, I don't
Let's
think
keep
I
it
don't
going.
I don't think it's being sucked over by majority. Majority don't like this shit.
No, that's not. Hell no.
Majority
Have
don't
you seen
like
the
this.
audience?
I've been seeing
Look
hate more shit over this than anything.
Critics, fans are going crazy. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, 90.
Go look it up.
love that shit.
Go look at my comment section of all the butthurt people that are mad.
90% on this, 90 on that. Instagram. Go look.
There's
type
nothing
in
convince
Michael
me
you
to hate
got
this
some.
movie.
Oh, you got you got some hate.
Hey, that's what he,
comments.
I mean.
Is it? Hey, Jody, is it worse than the Rihanna shit?
Nah, because the Rihanna was bigger, but
okay,
it's like
bigger than who?
It's like
They was calling y'all fat 85 times.
It was a Super Bowl. So
yeah, somebody
remember
said they wanted me to get a heart attack soon. So.
Oh my god, was that for? That was for the Rihanna?
Nah, for Michael.
That was for Michael. I don't know, my nigga. That's
I believe.
niggas love.
I watched
They
the
love
review.
Michael,
You were
bro.
fair too. You didn't even like. You
Yeah,
didn't
bro.
bring that.
I
Like,
thought he went hard,
as
depending
you
on going off the thumbnail and shit.
Nah,
He said it
he
goes
went
off
in.
as
He
like
went
that,
in,
you
but
gotta
he
block
didn't
it.
like.
I'll
He
watch
wasn't
it.
like
I'm gonna watch it.
rude or nothing. Like nigga, just I
I
watched it
wasn't.
last night, Joe.
Yeah.
It was a good review.
Yeah, but give our grades real quick because this is a long fucking video.
Yeah.
John Bapp, what you give it for a grade?
B plus, loved it.
There you go.
Oh my god,
Yep.
ATB.
that sounds about right.
C.
Gotcha. MP.
D plus.
As in dog.
Yeah. Evo.
One grade.
I'm conflicted.
One grade. No.
Stand on business, Evo.
Okay, taking bias and all that out of it, this is a C movie for me. This is a C.
Good.
Okay. Quest.
A minus, nigga. Standing on it. A minus.
And you smoking crack.
I love
A minus, nigga.
I could see why people would give it an A plus or an F. I could understand because it's made for Michael fans.
Yeah.
It's not, the movie's not made for people to know who Michael is. It's made for people who
That's
have
my
already
problem.
seen his whole career, and that's an issue.
That's why I
Right,
said earlier to John Bapp, they're expecting people to already know who he is. They're being arrogant.
Correct.
Which is not
Correct.
fair. Because a lot of people just know the music. They don't know about the
Right.
nose.
That's what I said. I said
agree
an
with you.
entire generation of people have been born since he died. There's a responsibility to tell the story.
Yeah.
Right.
Not
So
everyone
I
did
was
their research like me. Or, well,
now, Joe, I was telling people too that I actually lived this era, so I have an emotional
Yeah.
resonance with Michael Jackson. So
Yeah.
He gave it a
You want the
B.
motherfuckers calling him Big Nose the whole movie. Anyway, Trico.
no, I did
no,
not.
don't throw that in there, punk.
What?
That's crazy.
Comprehension is a skill that people
It
must
is.
learn. But go ahead.
I'm
Call
trolling.
Big
I'm
Nose
trolling.
movie.
I'm trolling.
That's what you got
I'm
out of that.
trolling,
whole
bro. I'm trolling, bro.
This nigga-
Trick.
Who's next?
Trico. Great.
B plus, 8.5 out of 10.
There you go.
God.
If you don't like it, you can wipe a monkey's nuts. You can wipe.
Oh my God, just Rico Jackson.
Say that again for the people in the back.
Stop.
Oh.
No, Trick. No.
Keon. Great.
He was giving that a review.
He unmuted, nigga.
He didn't watch them. Did he even watch them?
Did you watch the movie?
No, he didn't watch it. He said skip it.
Oh, all right.
He only watched kid movies for his job.
He said skip me. I didn't.
Yeah,
see
James Gunn.
Chris Coney said,
and James Gunn content.
Yeah.
Trash.
James Gunn.
Not Disney Plus shit. You watched the Ironheart with me.
Chris Coney said B minus with bias.
B minus with bias. Okay. I mean that's their biases. She know you here? Cause I know she knows all it. I guess he's not here. Altogether, I thought I'd go up a grade, but after this review, nah, I'm still at the same shit. I'm at a B.
I'll take that from the Chicago dude. I'll take that.
That
B.
was a B.
That's a solid grade.
Yeah, I thought
I'll take that.
That was a cool movie.
I was expecting that D plus.
I ain't hate it.
Hey, and my D plus is solid. What you mean?
D
Plus,
plus.
you haven't negated one of my points this whole 2 hours we've been.
You hate
Can't
that
either.
shit.
He can't.
I don't want to.
Try to negate one of his points before this video go off.
No, because you
try
can't
to
do it.
negate one of
You
his
ain't got like
points before this
I'm not
video.
going to negate his point because that's his opinion, and they're believable opinions, and they make sense.
I actually agree with your points, MP, but I don't think that's enough to drop it to a D.
Yes, it is.
Wow. Yeah, I agree with you too with the points. Ain't no debate here.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about you.
That's why I made the difference of what you value, how much you value the things you like versus how much I value the things I didn't like, and that's what brings the grade down. What you didn't.
I value things a little bit more than the things I disliked. So I got that shit.
I'm challenging your Michael Jackson fandom because I'm gonna take it up there. I'm gonna just take it and accept it. How much of a fan are you if you're willing to just take what they give you and not challenge it?
What do you mean? I said it was first of all, if you read my review, I said the script was bad and the edits were bad, but that's not gonna outshine what I believe is a great performance by Jafar, a great performance by Coleman Domingo.
You didn't say that's the first time I heard you this whole video. We've been recording for fucking 2 hours.
I didn't say that. I said it to John Bap with the nuances.
Oh, you did?
You said it
said
to John
the
Bap with
nuances?
No. You were talking about Joe
You know what?
Jackson.
I'll be the fanboy, my nigga. I'm a fanboy, and the fanboy can say A minus. Fuck you niggas.
Oh shit!
Hey, Mike, you get the
now this is where you're immature. You're giving a grade based off what we're saying. Now you're just going against.
No, I'm giving the grade because I've been saying A minus for 3 days.
MP, I got you.
How many times I gotta tell you I love the performances?
No. MP asked you to negate his points about why the movie was D. You haven't done that yet.
I'm not negating him because I agree with him.
Yeah,
not negating what I agree with.
Yeah, you have no choice but to agree because you know I'm right.
I am so confused.
You gave it a D plus. I gave it A minus.
My D plus.
I understand it, and I gave mine an A minus.
In fairness, I still don't understand it, but I respect it.
You give.
I don't understand it, but I can understand it.
I understand.
I think
your
I
A
understand
minus.
it.
I understand your A minus because you love the performance and the dancing.
You know what? You sound like Batman and BVS.
MP, do you understand my B?
Hold on, let me finish. I understand Quez's his A minus because he liked the performance by Jafar. He liked the singing and dancing. What I'll tell you is go watch Michael's real music videos. What do you need this movie for then? If that's all you care about, go watch Michael's real concerts live. They got the live footage on YouTube.
I give it A minus because it taught me more. But this is a longer video.
What did it teach you?
I say it taught me more about him as a human being in person because again, that's
like
what I told Evol 2 days ago. I appreciate and I understand and I could resonate with what it's like to break off from the independence from your parents. I absolutely knows what it means like that. I can actually agree with having, and I quote, an abusive person or abusive parent since we're going
what
here.
Abuse? No one still has told me what abuse.
What you're talking about, what you saw in this film was more relatable than actually learning who Michael Jackson really was.
I related to him as a human being.
So
you related,
and that's what the movie.
You related to the character presented to you in this film.
Correct, but it's also
because if we're being honest, Jafar did do a great performance.
I'm judging it for what it gave me in the movie.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to make you understand. I'm trying to make you understand.
I received it.
I'm trying to make you understand.
I gave my shit an A minus.
Yes, that's fine.
And when I explain it to you, don't like it. Freak you niggas.
Quez, we've already accepted you gave it that A grade. Quez, listen, we've already accepted your grade. Everybody in here has different grades. John Bap had a high grade.
So what is your issue, Evol?
Jody and MP gave a D area.
What is your issue with my grade?
What I'm saying is you saying what I learned more about Michael versus all the info's out there, knowing what you have seen, knowing what you know. That's a false statement. That is generally a false statement for you.
I'm going to repeat this again. If you niggas shut the fuck up and stop over talking me, I'm going to repeat this shit one more fucking time. I said I related to number one, him trying to find his independence. I'm saying it again for you niggas in the back.
Did I not just say that?
I agree.
You didn't learn
with his relatability.
Related.
No, Quez. That and if
again,
you were listening
I'm
to
accepting
me, I
the
was
fact that I have made the mistake.
Quez, But
But
Quez, if
again,
you were
I'm not gonna
listening
Qui-Gon
to
end this
me,
shit. A minus, nigga.
no, hold on. Don't end it,
Hey, you
Qui-Gon.
forcing
Don't
me
end
to
it.
press
End this
the
shit,
button.
bro. I'm telling you, I'm not
we're
gonna
not
No,
go
gonna
to
go off.
because
Nah, we're
Quez
You're
not.
not
can't
gonna like
control
this
his
energy. I'm
emotions right now.
telling
He
you.
getting jumped.
It's
He want me to
definitely
press
nasty
the
and
button.
disrespectful.
No, me
Get
one
it
on one,
Press this
me and you,
button,
Quez,
nigga.
me and you,
I'm
Quez. It's
interested
just
in
me
where
and
this
you.
going.
Sign up for the debate.
It's just me and you, Quez. Listen, if you were listening, I literally stated what you said. I'm saying you felt more relatable to the character presented to you in said film. Yes, you might have misspoke
Correct.
when you say I learned more about Michael. I get it. The
Yes.
relatability of getting from under your parents, creating your independence. Yes, that's good things to relate
Correct.
to. But to state that you learned more about Michael in this film based on what you've seen in music videos, interviews, and stuff
I accept that I
from
misspoke.
your experience that you told me.
Correct. I accepted the fact that I misspoke. And then
Okay.
I corrected it afterwards.
So don't say you learn
So
new
again,
stuff. 'Cause you didn't.
I'm gonna say it again. I misspoke, and I still got this shit at A minus. You whole ass niggas. MJ for life, nigga. Can't wait for the sequel, nigga. Suck my dick, nigga.
Yeah, open up,
That's how I
spread it
feel,
open.
nigga.
Just
That's,
take what they give
that's
you.
Yeah, nigga.
That's bad. That's
It just
bad.
shows more in your character.
Yeah.
I don't
You're
care,
not willing
nigga.
to.
A
You're not willing to
minus,
challenge
Bad,
anything,
bro.
Hell no. A minus,
I
nigga.
wonder what type of women you deal with.
I'm not changing, nigga. A minus.
Oh, well, no, I can
now we
understand.
on recording.
I'm sorry.
Niggas talking about he didn't relate to shit and it was right in your fucking face for 2 hours. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Eat your D plus,
I
nigga.
understand that.
I'm confused.
Wait, but
Fuck up with your D
Quiz,
plus. D plus like a good little boy. I'm
nobody is
confused.
trying to get on you for your grade.
Hey, my
Everybody
nigga,
in
it's
here
A
had a
minus, nigga.
different
I'm
grade.
standing on
You're
it. I
the
ain't
only
said shit
one.
else. Niggas freaking.
Quiz,
Give it
listen,
A minus. Go ahead.
you're the only one upset in here for someone giving it a low grade.
You were mad at my D plus.
Did he
You're
just
the only
deafen
one in here.
himself?
Good.
Hey,
Yeah.
I
He
told
just
you to
definitely.
Oh
relate.
my
Now
god.
he's not talking.
Hey, that's the
killing
I
him.
level of
lost control
maturity in the
again, though.
Discord.
Nah, his mom
R.I.P.
came in.
Ah,
So
shit.
Hey, join that Patreon and
Still, join
Discord.
that Patreon, nigga. A
Man.
minus,
Join
nigga.
Discord,
No,
yeah.
go back
What the fuck I
Go back
said,
deafin. Nah, go back deafin.
nigga.
why
How you repeating
Quez? Nah,
yourself?
don't be loud in my house.
It's just a
And then you
fact.
micromanaged it. My statement.
It's just a fact. I didn't never hear. Quez, if I'll rewatch it, bro. I never heard you.
Rewatch it. I talked about it. That's what I'm saying.
I
If you
never,
didn't hear it, that's
I
not
never
on me,
heard
but I
you
said
say
it.
the writing was bad.
The script
and
was
the script
bad.
was
I
bad.
didn't hear that. Maybe you did.
Maybe you
Wouldn't,
did.
'cause
I'll
you
rewatch it,
over-talking
bro.
each other. Okay then.
We weren't over talking each other in the middle. We was all fair, giving our points.
All right. Well, if you didn't hear it,
We
you'll hear it
rewatched.
in this recording.
And if I rewatch this recording and I don't hear you say it, I'm gonna need
And
you
roast me however the fuck you want.
I'm
What's in
coming
this
for
shit?
your neck. I'm coming
Don't,
for
hey,
your
don't
neck for
challenge
laughing
me.
out
I'll
at
watch.
me.
This shit tooth and nail.
Yeah,
Do it.
yeah.
Do it, nigga.
All
I'm
right,
saying the
move on.
script has been bad for 3 days.
Anyways, 3.4. I think that's why IDMB gave it 3.4 out of 10. I think that was it. Or 5. I might be wrong on that. But they gave it bad. They gave it bad. I don't think it's that bad. But put in the comment section how you feel about it. Is it good? Is it bad? You feel the same way? Do you feel like Quez? Do you feel like me? Put in the comment section. Peace from a long Michael review.